you. I feel like you are on a good path where you are seeking some type of new situation and you're feeling trapped. You're feeling energetically trapped, perhaps even in your mind, by your masculine at this time. And I just have to say it. I feel like your masculine's energy is holding you back. Hi everyone, welcome back to Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alishia. Yeah, I'm excited, a little bit late. Got a little bit of a new setup here so I could keep myself on camera for y'all. Hope you enjoy it. Let me know in the comments. I'm not going to be fancy every single day. This is just how it is. This is me on the regular, on the cash. Yeah, anyway, let's get a reading for Divine Feminine. It's been a while. I'm super stoked. Hopefully this is a message that you may need. If not, I have a ton of Divine Feminine messages, timeless, on the channel here. There is a playlist if you are interested. So I'm just going to call in spirit and we'll get started. Thanks, y'all. Okay, here we go. I'm calling on spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us all on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance, and protection for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, I think that's it. Spirit's like, cut the deck. Okay, here we go. Cut the deck. We're just going to do a Celtic cross reading here. I'll show you the energies because I can't figure out what view, how you can see both, but whatever. Here we go. We have the Eight of Cups. Current situation. So there are divine feminines out there in the collective. Actually, quite a few of y'all are detaching, are releasing, aren't investing your time, energy, and effort into the divine masculine as you once have in the past. And I feel like there is just this realization that, you know, there's nothing that you can do to help them learn their lessons faster. So you're just releasing, okay? You're releasing. What do we have here? The Nine of Cups. Nice. Now let me tell you a little bit of a story here. When you walk away and you abandon something that you have put a lot of time, energy, love, effort into, you are essentially honoring yourself, okay? So you're honoring yourself. You know what you have to do. You can no longer just accept whatever the case. Usually it's breadcrumbs or someone just not giving you the equal energy as you've been giving them, or it's just not working, or it's, you know, you thought you would get what you wanted, and so you worked and you did everything that you possibly could, and then you get there and you're just not happy. You're not fulfilled. So by honoring yourself, it's almost like a test. It is almost like a test. By honoring yourself and detaching and walking away, you're actually, Nine of Cups, walking right into your emotional fulfillment here. So I'd love to see the Nine of Cups coming in as a help for this current energy, for this divine feminine, okay? For this collective, I should say, rather. So, you know, I gotta be real. I gotta be real. We have the Five of Pentacles coming up. This has been coming out a little bit here. It's not going to go away. It's not going to be an instant fix overnight where you're just like, oh, I just don't care anymore, you know? Oh, it doesn't affect me anymore. Oh, I'm not feeling sad about it. That would be a lie if I told you that. So it's still going to continue to affect you. You are still going to be a little bit, you know, bummed, okay? Bummed about the situation, but because you are aligning with what feels good for you and you are aligning with what is best for you in this moment, you will start to receive some wish fulfillment. You will be getting blessings and gifts from God, from the universe, from Spirit, Creator, Allah, whoever, whatever the name you need to put on the higher power. You are aligning with your soul's true happiness, and therefore you will be rewarded for that because it hasn't been easy. Like I said, this has been a bit of a test, right? So with the Six of Cups in the past, it's like, I feel in the past you were focused, I feel like, on what you could do to connect, to create peace, harmony, balance within this connection here. And I just feel like you're doing what's right for you. We have the overall energy being the Five of Swords, which can be really good. Underneath that is the Four of Swords. and the Eight of Pentacles. So what I see that you're doing is not only are you honoring yourself, but you're putting yourself first. And if that means cutting out an energy, let's just say the divine masculine, because I feel like this is what it is for whoever's reading this is, you know, you're doing what's right by you. You're doing right by you. You are doing your best not to get locked into past memories, past feelings of nostalgia, perhaps. And you're just wanting some good news to come in, okay? And I feel like there is good news coming into you with the Page of Wands. But again, you know, like, I get that you're really busy. I feel like in your heart, you even maybe want to reach out, you want to communicate, but you know it's not the best thing for you to be doing at this time. Because I feel like if you were to reach out at this point in time, you would just, it's like opening a wound, right? I feel like you have made some progress along on your journey of detaching. And, you know, it's not going to do you any good service if you're still kind of keeping an eye on what's going on with your masculine, or even getting a lot of tarot readings about it. But we're going to try to keep the focus here on you, because I feel like you are aligning with some of your wishes, some of your goals, and the things that make you feel happy. I feel like you're putting your head down and you're putting yourself first. So you're doing your work, you're doing what needs to be done in order for you to just like feel happy again. I feel like you're really just trying to cut off some of these emotions that are lingering, you know, feeling, perhaps even feelings of not being worthy or not being good enough, or, you know, like these, all these shadows, right, that have been triggered by this whole twin flame journey. I just feel like you are tired of not being let in, okay? Because we have this Four of Pentacles here. It's coming up as a fear. It's like if I open up again to someone new, or if I open myself up to love, or if I open up to my masculine, you know, I'm just going to end up being rejected again. I'm just going to end up being locked out in the cold. And I just, you know, I really do feel like you are doing your very best to detach at this point in time. Now, again, you are seeing things clearly. I feel like you're going to get some truth coming into you. And it's interesting because I wasn't necessarily starting off this reading as a love reading. It was meant to be just like a check-in for divine feminines. But y'all, I gotta tell you, while you are doing this work to detach, and I know not everybody here in the tribe is going to want their masculine to come back, it's actually it's going to draw your masculine back into you, okay? So if you really don't want to hear from your masculine, and this is just for some of you, I know some of you, like, you know, everyone's at a different phase on their journey, and some want, you know, contact from their masculines, and some don't, right? So those of you who don't, make sure that you put up all the blocks that you need to, because I do feel like this withdrawing energy is actually drawing in the masculine. Look at the outcome energy. We have the Emperor. Now that's one message. Another message here is for divine feminine, who is, you know, stepping into their own masculine role at this time, which again will also draw in the masculine. I'm going to clarify some of these messages here, because this is just the overall picture of what I see. A lot of truth, a lot of clarity coming in though, and even some communication I am seeing. But the thing is like you have decided that you're not investing anymore. So that's the gist of it, is you're no longer investing, and you're putting all of that time, energy, and effort onto the self and onto making your own wishes and dreams come true. Okay, so you're focusing on you. I don't even feel like you're focusing on love at all. Okay, so but this is a message that's coming up. It's to do with your love life. I feel like you may even be trying to ignore your love life. Let's see what this message is that you're wishing for, because there's a message you're wishing for. Interesting, death came up. That would be good news for you. So perhaps we have been picking up on divine masculines releasing karmics in the collective as well, but and transformation. Perhaps you're hoping that all of these messages that are speaking, like from the collective, that are speaking about the masculine going through major transformations, you're hoping that that's for you. Okay, who isn't? Who isn't? We have the Three of Pentacles. One more on the Three of Pentacles. I feel like some of you could be getting really good news when it comes to, oh, look at that, a home. or work situation. You know what? Some of you, this is not about love. This is coming in here. Some of you are seeking a new home, a new place to live, or a new job opportunity here. Something that would bring a lot of joy and happiness into your overall life right now, your life situation, where you are creating a new foundation for yourself. I feel like something is transforming. You will be getting good news. If you have applied for a home or applied for a new job, or even like a grant or something like that recently, if you've applied for something, you are going to be getting good news in, and it is something that's going to change your life. It's actually going to bring a lot of hope and happiness into you. Right now, you may feel like you are trapped in a cycle. Don't think the worst. I know it's easier said than done here, but put out positive vibes because you will be receiving some good news. Okay, you will be receiving good news. Here's the Two of Cups. Clarifying. Some of you are really hoping for the situation obviously to improve, where perhaps you and your twin were to come together in union. This is very overall. This is coming up in our hopes and our dreams and what's coming up right now. So I feel like if you were applying for a home again and a job, this is all set. This is good news coming into you, but it's only happening because you've been honoring yourself and what feels good to you. Now, some of you, hold on here. Yes. Okay. I'm picking up on another message here. I feel like if you're thinking about contacting your twin at this time and you've been in separation and you know perhaps they're with a karmic, I would advise against it based on the energy that I'm seeing here, because I was trying to clarify this Five of Pentacles. And what came out was the Four of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. I get a bit of a glare with this light here, but I feel like it's not a good idea for you. I feel like you are on a good path where you are seeking some type of new situation and you're feeling trapped. You're feeling energetically trapped, perhaps even in your mind, by your masculine at this time. And I just have to say it. I feel like your masculine's energy is holding you back. Now, I know for some of you that might not be a popular statement, but this is what the energy is that I'm seeing. If you're continuously pouring all your energy into hoping for something to transform with your masculine at this time, like I said, there's got to be this radical acceptance that there's nothing that you can do to force them to change, force them to learn their lessons at this time. And I feel like you are honoring yourself, but at the same time, there's still this, you still hold on to hope, and that's not bad. But if you focus too much energy onto that and you convince yourself it's a good idea to send some kind of message or contact your masculine at this point in time, all it's going to do is going to knock you back. So I feel like this particular masculine is actually holding you back. I feel like this masculine's energy, it's almost like spirit's protecting you at this point in time. This is really what I'm picking up on this message. Like, I feel like this is the truth that you're seeing clearly. The more you put focus and time and energy on your masculine and this connection that is feeling stuck at this time because there is no transformation, and part of you knows that you need to release and to let go and just release and let go. There's another part of you that's like, yeah, but maybe things have changed. Maybe if I just say this, maybe if I just say that, just holding on to it it's holding you back. I feel like spirit is trying to protect you from going around this cycle once more, because it's just the energy is not particularly ready at this point in time for the two of you to come together. The transformation hasn't been complete in the masculine. And I feel like spirit's like, the more you focus on the masculine, the less success you're actually going to have in your own life. So I feel like Spirit's wanting you to focus on what it is you're called to do, whether that be to move, or to get a new job, or to follow a passion, or to create a career out of a passion, or some type of mission that you feel called to do. There's something that you are divinely inspired to do, and it's been given to you direct from Spirit. You've been seeing signs, synchronicities. Some of you may even start to feel like you are seeing some success coming in from this new venture opportunity, or however it's going to resonate here for you, something new that you've been working on. But every time you spend time focusing on the masculine, it's like everything else comes to a stall energetically in your life. So basically, for whoever you are, your best course of action here is to completely detach and release. Which again, it's interesting because we have the Emperor coming up. It's like you taking control back of your life here. The Emperor is coming up in the outcome. Why is the Emperor here in the outcome? Oh, there we go. The King of Cups and the Sun. So it's not like all hope is lost here for the twins to come back together, for this particular collective. It's just when you focus on it, it's like what we resist persists. Okay, so it's a universal law. If you're focusing on the need for someone else to change, or the need for the situation to change, it's actually not going to change. When you release it and you're like, you know what, it is what it is. I'm going to do me. I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to focus on my projects. I'm going to do what I have to do. The masculine energy feels that. That's you stepping into your masculine role, creating boundaries, taking time out for yourself, taking control and power back in your material realm here. And also it's just like not letting yourself be easily distracted, keeping your energy to yourself, using your own energy for your own progression, for your own well-being on your own path to fuel you forward, and not just wasting it away. Because every time you waste it away on your masculine, and I am saying that it's wasting it away because it creates a blockage in your life. This is the message that I'm seeing here for whoever needs this message. It's when you focus on your masculine, it's creating blocks in your own life. Okay, and I feel like if this message is for you, this would be more of a confirmation. I feel like you may have seen a pattern. Every time I reach out to my masculine and I get rejected, well, that, or, like I'm just putting this out there because that's what I'm seeing. Every time I reach out to my masculine and I get rejected, then I have to spend time, licking those wounds again, and like going over, bringing up all of these feelings, and it's good to feel and to heal. But at the same time, it's like I just heard like overkill, I feel like you spent a lot of time doing that already. And it's like, there's no point to it. There's not point to it because the energy hasn't changed. The energy hasn't shifted. This isn't about masculine, so I'm not going into what lessons they're currently learning, but what I am picking up on is the transformation of this masculine is not complete. So it really is just a waste of your time and energy when you're focused on them and what they're doing, and if they're coming back, and all of the other things, right? So wow, okay. What is this truth? I feel like this is the truth that you may already know this. This is just confirmation here for you. If it isn't, it'll give you something to think about. It's just, it seems like you're at this point in time where you're starting to see this pattern every time you try to make something work, or I don't know. I'm not even sure of what you're doing. If you're messaging, if you're calling, or even if you're just thinking about them, or sending them messages in the 5D, or trying to telepathically communicate. It's like it keeps you from reaching your own potential and what you're meant to be doing right now. So it's like a distraction. This divine masculine is actually just a distraction for you and keeping you off your own path is basically what I'm picking up on for whoever the feminine is that needs to hear this message at this time. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I didn't necessarily ask anything, but I feel like this is the situation. You're just getting breadcrumbed. Even if there is communication, it's like short answers. It's like, And if there is this communication and you've been trying to keep a conversation going or whatever the case, Spirit's advice is to just stop, just to cut it off, to just cut it off. Go no contact, because it's just a distraction for you. It's not helping you out. Nothing truly has changed just yet. But it's not like it's not in the cards. I do see things happening further down the line. But again, I feel like Spirit's heavily advising me not to look into it at this point in time here for this collective, because you're not meant to focus on that right now. Okay, so I am planning on doing another reading here shortly, actually, where we look into what's going on with your person. And if it's a twin flame reading, don't watch it, okay? I feel like it's going to be connected and you may want to watch it if you're curious, but I feel like it's this kind of a vibe that Spirit's trying to let you know, like the more time you waste, I'm going to say it, focusing on what's going on with the masculine, it's putting up blocks for you, okay? It's holding you back. And I know as a reader who is kind of specializing in this area, it sounds a little counterintuitive for me to tell you not to watch tarot or watch these videos, but I mean, if you truly want to heal, if you truly do want to draw in the masculine energy, if you do want things to become unstuck, this is the advice, okay? Is to disconnect and to no longer reach out and no longer try to keep the conversation going. Just do you, just detach. And it's easier said than done. I know that as I'm saying that, I look at the bottom of this little tiny deck and it is the 9 of Pentacles. So it's like working on the self, working on you, working on your money, getting your coins right, just doing what you feel called to do, aligning with your own happiness, make yourself happy, do whatever you need to do. For me, I, change my hair color, I do things like that, buy new clothes or whatever it is. Read a book I like and, go for a hike or do whatever. Like you got to find something that you just take your mind off whatever, reaching out or whatever your mind is stuck on, what it is they're doing, tarot readings will keep you stuck, especially if you're hearing conflicting messages constantly, which you are. A lot of readers are amazing and they are picking up on different collectives and everyone sends out their own unique vibration and vibe. Which draws, folks in, but not every message is meant for every person. And it's so easy. It is so easy to become confused when you're trying to seek these answers. You'll know within yourself, okay? You will know. Get your own tarot deck. Start learning, do whatever you can, or if like even just, boycott tarot for a couple days, and you can even see how your mood can change based on a reading that you tap into. So I feel like this is the message that's coming through, is like tarot focused on your masculine is not really helping you, because you are technically wasting time focusing on the masculine rather than using those precious minutes or moments or whatever to focus on what it is that you have to be doing or should be doing or want to be doing, or making yourself happy and not allowing something else to alter your perception or your mood or anything, tapping into the now and focusing on you. So I know it was a lot that came out, but I feel like I'm just going to get an affirmation here for you before I'll shut this reading down. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because I'm called, part of my mission is I'm called to help others. Okay. This is just what I do. But it's even difficult for me not to think of my own masculine while I'm doing these readings, right? So it's difficult. It's easier said than done. I know that, but when you focus on the masculine, basically the message is you are keeping yourself stuck and the energy isn't moving forward in your own life. Okay, so we have no judgment, and that's no judgment. There's no judgment here, no judgment on our channel here. And even in the comments, y'all, if you're like, oh, I hate my masculine and, or I never want to see them again. And, this to whatever, I don't know. Everybody's different, right? So there should be no judgment here. I don't like to see negativity You can disagree with a message or anything, but I'm so thankful like that we've pretty much weeded out all the trolls, you know, knock on wood, from the channel here, and it's generally positive. I just love to see acceptance of others and what they're going through, because you're drawn here for a reason. And even if something, you know what, it's kind of funny, I'm babbling and I'll get back to this message in a moment. I find it funny that, you know, it'll be like, oh, this is what the divine masculine is thinking, or this is what's happening. And then, you know, people click on it because they want to know, and then you get comments that are like, I hate my masculine and it's like, well, then why did you even click? You know, that's what I want to say, right? Then why did you even click? So no judgment, okay? No judgment. It's just important because we're all going through, you know, different, we can't walk a mile, you can't walk a mile in someone else's shoes. You have no idea what the person is going through. So I just ask for continued kindness to each and every one of you, and I send you all the love, okay? So no judgment. I release myself from any and all judgments. I find my inner critic, call it into my office, and tell it to take a vacation. As it leaves the room, I let out a sigh and begin to enjoy the joy of simply being. Who hired that guy anyway? They try to be funny, but it's all in the delivery, but it's hard when you're just reading it off a card. So yeah, releasing yourself from any and all judgments. Who cares how much time you wasted in the past? Just don't waste time right now. You know, like, you learn the lesson. Who cares? Offer yourself compassion and forgiveness. You know, we're all continuously learning here, right? So just release any and all judgment, let out a sigh, and simply enjoy the joy of being. So, you know, tapping into the moment. And then we have clarity here as well. Clarity, which I see a lot of clarity in your reading. I didn't even show you, but that's the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Clarity and truth. Okay, so I feel like this is what you're finding out, and you're gaining clarity and gaining insight. So stopping to listen to my inner self. I can easily separate my intuition from my mental chatter. Okay, this is very important. The clarity of my intuition is a sweet, simple fruit that tastes familiar, and the mental chatter is a confusing, bitter rind that I shall peel off and chuck into the garbage. Okay, so it's all about the inner self, the inner critic, not judging the self, you know, not judging our thoughts, not judging, you know, what we've done in the past or whatever, releasing those judgments. You know, and I am getting that it's on time wasting or allowing the masculine to hold you back in any type of way. And seeing things very clearly and knowing what feels right to you and what doesn't. If this message doesn't feel right to you, then it's not for you, right? So learning how to discern is super important, especially when you are watching general readings here on YouTube, so that it doesn't, you know, it doesn't make your moods go up and down or whatever, distract you and waste your time. Okay, focus on the self. And this is the message here for our beautiful divine feminines in the tribe. I just want to say thank you so very much to each and every one of you for being here. I am sending you all the love, and we are all in this together. Bye.